We're here today on RealAgriculture.com. We're at the Tiffin Conference in Lethbridge. Right now we're with Ben Graham. Ben is the VP at AdFarm. Welcome today, Ben.
Thanks.
Hey, Ben, what does AdFarm do?
Sean, AdFarm is Canada's largest agriculturally focused marketing communications agency. We're one of the top 3 or 4 in North America. We pride ourselves on being an ag-focused marketing communications agency that understands the business of agriculture.
Okay. So you're totally focused in ag.
Yeah, that's all we do. So I've been with the company for 12 years. I think we had one little foray into the non-ag world and we quickly got out of it.
Yeah.
Our company's built by a bunch of farm boys from all over Western Canada, and they believed that there was a hole in the marketing communications world of people that understood agriculture.
Great. So let's talk a little bit about ag communications. The urban, or I guess the general population right now, has a massive interest in food and how that food is produced. Mm-hmm. Do you think we need to do a bit of a better job in linking sort of the agricultural message to the consumer? Yeah,
that's a tough one, Sean. When you think about that, food safety, food quality, food awareness in general is just going through the roof. The consumer is becoming more educated. We're seeing that need to take the link. Because as I've said before, we have a lot of knowledge about how that food is produced. We know where it was produced, how it was produced, when it was produced, what went into producing it. We have a lot of knowledge there that the consumer really likes. They feel some comfort knowing that somebody has that information. We're seeing more and more across North America of the image of the farmer being attached as a marketing tool to sell product. We've seen it here in Canada with Frito-Lay's. There's a commercial with a cheesy farmer in bib coveralls talking about how he grew these potatoes, especially for Lay's, for the potato chips. That's where hopefully we can do a better job of instilling some realism to what the farmer is versus the bib overall, plaid shirt guy.
So do we want the consumer to see the farmer in a, being well dressed with a BlackBerry in his hand, or what kind of message do you want to show?
We want to show progressive. We want to show progressive but real. Kind of like real agriculture with what you're doing is it has to be legitimate or else people see through it right away. Mm-hmm. That's the biggest challenge because people don't understand that the work that goes into producing food today is pretty technologically advanced. You have GPS, you have auto steer, you have variable rate technology, you have hybrids, you have seed selection, all those things that go into the business of agriculture, whether it's on the animal side or whether it's on the grain side. It's a big deal. And ensuring that we show that farmer is doing this for the best interest of the buying public would be very powerful for us as we move forward.
So it's always funny when we're watching a show like Survivor and they have the farmer,
yes,
right, and the token farmer in the bib coveralls, yep, and the straw hat, and he's missing
from the back 40,
maybe missing a tooth or two. How do you think the masses sort of view farmers right now?
I think that's still there, but I think it's coming along. Farmers are very trusted as a occupation. When you look at that trust rating, farmers always rank right up at the top. The general public trusts a farm background because of its humble beginnings to where it is today. So we need to take that trust and the image of that trust and convey it into the brand. And I think you'll see that a lot of, especially if you look at branded beef programs across North America, they're Cedar Creek Farms, they're heritage beef products. They're all trying to link back to either a persona, image, personality of the farm. And that's doing a lot along the way because it conveys a lot of inferences. So if you put Cedar Creek Farms on it, well, Cedar Creek Farms, that sounds nice. They probably make a good quality product. I'm sure it's safe. It's local because it has a farm name on it. So when you bundle all that up, by packaging up that persona of a farm or a ranch, and then using that as your branding tool to get to the consumer, that's where a lot of companies are going.
Mm-hmm. So do you think there's going to be more of those sort of specifically branded products? We're going to see more of that?
Yeah, we'll see more and more of that. In the U.S., I know it's going through the roof. There's grocery chains that have producers come into the grocery store on certain nights to meet customers, and they want to show pictures. I have some research we did out of a Pennsylvania grocery store that actually has the picture of the farmer that produced that potato, and they have his specs. He was born in 1939 and has 4 kids, and is a 3rd generation potato farmer. They actually have little cutouts right there with the potatoes in their grocery store. So that's going to come more and more.
Yeah,
for sure.
So you do a lot of work where you help companies communicate with their customers. How do you see farmers communicating? Is it, farmers are pretty technical guys.
Yeah.
Are you seeing the same thing from communications?
Yeah, it's tough because some guys do it really well. As you know from the seed grower side, seed growers, because of the nature of their business and their requirement to market and sell a product direct to another farmer, the seed growers have traditionally been kind of ahead of the curve versus a commodity beef producer or a commodity grain grower, because they sell to a faceless feedlot or a faceless buyer or to the wheat board or whoever. They don't have to make that linkage to the consumer. So as those channels change and evolve, and this local food strategies and all those things that are becoming more of a reality in the U.S. move north, we'll see that more and more.
Okay. Well, Ben, thank you very much for joining us today and really appreciate it.
You bet. Thanks.